His search for new proxies is always on, but to be honest, they are not that hard to find. Every day thousands of new servers join the internet technology cloud, and plenty of them are misconfigured proxy servers just waiting to be abused. Proxy servers have lots of uses. Some people use them to protect their anonymity, although this is partly true. They only block your IP address from the server you are visiting, and even then only if you use a correctly configured anonymous proxy. I sometimes wonder why people bother though, as for a start all your web browsing is in the clear and sits for a start on your ISP logs, which are kept for years in many cases.
Other people use proxy servers to bypass firewalls or restricted sites from schools or workplaces. The idea is if you use an anonymous proxy server, you can bypass your local proxy server, which may have restrictions on your favorite sites. This can work in some situations where the correct port is open on a local firewall, but if that port is only open to your local proxy, you'd had it. Proxy servers are also successfully used on the internet to bypass country restrictions, such as American users being blocked from online gambling sites. These blocks are based on your IP address, so if you surf to them using a proxy server from another country, then you'll be able to log in. I use a US proxy server to access certain music sites in the USA, for instance, which are normally blocked to non-US residents.
There are so many uses to proxy servers that the internet would be a worse place without them. Well, perhaps not. Remember, if you were using a proxy server, say, to keep your anonymity when you search, firstly you're probably pinching the bandwidth of some poor sucker who failed to set up Squid correctly. There is another possibility that you were using one of the many new proxy servers run by identity thieves and hackers who set them up to steal the details of people using them to surf by.
The anonymous benefits of a standard proxy server are simply not worth the risk from directing all your personal details via a single server. You are instantly moving yourself into a high-risk category for identity theft unless you are very sure it is a legitimate proxy server. Frankly, there are not many of those about. There are many web-based proxies which can be used, but they are often very slow and fail to parse many websites correctly. If you want to use a high-speed network of highly anonymous proxies and utilize a program that encrypts your entire communication stream using a virtually unbreakable cipher used by the military, then check out the web page below. Even if you don't, be extremely careful of constantly searching for so-called anonymous new proxies. Their name can be more misleading than you could possibly imagine.